Hi, Capricorn. I tried to start this reading and the whole thing fell over. Uh, it was chaotic from the moment I started pulling out a deck. This reading was like, no, get the other deck. No, yes, both decks. No, get another deck. Yes, another deck. Okay, go get coffee. No, get tea. No, get coffee, get tea. It was a bit bipolar, a bit all over the place. So, Capricorn, I started pulling these other cards here, and I'm just gonna get straight to the point. I know it's not necessarily in your nature to surrender, especially when you feel surrounded by chaos. But in this situation, it's a yin to your yang. I'm talking about love here, a relationship. You choosing someone else and they choosing you, which has already happened, but there was this, I don't know how else to say it, just feeling some type of way about how chaotic they were, or bipolar, or being judgmental about that. So whoever you are with, they are an adventure and a half. They're always an adventure, and they move really fast. They move really fast. I've just felt this energy, like if I didn't just grab a bunch of decks, sit down, and start doing this, it would escape me. And this is almost the exact opposite reading from the Libra one I just did, where it was talking about leaving a marriage or an institution, like a serious partnership and commitment. And this is kind of the exact opposite of that. This is a warning that you're going to experience some chaos from this person, and it might seem like chaotic evil there for a second, and you're going to need to surrender your instinct to judge them, because this person is going to bring you, believe it or not, balance and stability. It's like the odd couple. You're very, very different. It's an earth, water. No, it's like an earth, air, fire, water. Maybe they're fire and water and you are earth and air, or backwards. But something's going to happen, so it's going to test your patience this weekend. This is just a weekend reading. And this person is very smart. Oh, this person is very smart. I'm not that strong a swimmer. Maybe both of you are not the best communicators when it comes to talking about your deep emotions. It's like maybe you come from cultures where you don't talk about your vulnerabilities, or maybe it's a taboo love, or you come from different socioeconomic backgrounds. Or there's something that's very different about their culture. Maybe they're from a different part of the world or a different part of the country. And you're not a judgmental person, you're very practical, but there are some things that are just going to have to come out, and it's okay. And the only reason why this is coming up is because there's going to be an instinct that you have to bolt, to say, I can't handle this chaos in my life right now. And get up and walk out the door. And this is saying that would be a mistake. You've done that in the past. This is asking you to remember a time in the past where something was a little too chaotic, or someone was going through something emotionally almost disturbing. And it's not saying that you weren't there for them, but it's saying that it's something that could have been worked out. And this is similar. No one's meant to be with someone forever and ever and ever. We meet each other, we fall in love, we learn from each other, we fall out of love, and we move on. But you wouldn't be falling out of love and moving on. You would just be moving on because you're seeking peace and you think that walking away from this person is going to do that. And everything in this reading is telling me that that's not necessarily the truth. Okay, so if this isn't a new person that you're dating, it's maybe a new bond that you have forged with a new friend, and they're not what you're used to, and you have kind of a difficult time seeing where they're coming from with the way that they act. So maybe they act out. Maybe they have outbursts. Maybe they have outbursts. Maybe their entire life is an outburst. For some of you, it's a very mundane argument, like they play too many video games and you don't feel like you're being seen. And that's not a reason to walk away either. Because this person does love you. And there is commitment, balance, generational wealth, and a partnership that excites you, that brings wonder and hope and kind of joy and miracles to your life. It definitely makes things more exciting. But you overthink things because you're so practical, and you look at the facts, you say, okay, is this practical for my life? If the answer is no, you end it, you move on, you try not to dwell too much. But this is saying that in this situation, there's happiness there. It's a possibility that is hidden treasures in this relationship, whether it be a new love or a new friendship. But this weekend, it's going to test you. There's going to be something that happens with them that you can't relate to in the way they respond. And it's asking you to just hang on to that. Don't run away. Don't say, you always, you never. I don't see any engagement. I don't think it has necessarily anything to do with you. It's what they're going through in their life. Whoa. And they say something out of pocket. Okay. Okay. Oh my God. Maybe this person is bipolar and they're really worried because something's going wrong with the banking system, something about the war and cryptocurrency, or not being able to get access to a certain account, and they're losing their absolute mind or something like that. And you're like, oh wow, that's how you're going to respond to that? Oh, that just popped out again. I swear to God, I just shuffled this. The Lovers and Eight of Cups. All right, I'm walking away from this. I can't handle this. If that's how it's going to be, take a deep breath. Whoever you are, you've studied mindfulness. You are self-aware. You can balance this out. It would be a mistake to just leave. Now, this is for a Capricorn who is kind of in a newish relationship. This is not a Capricorn who's been married to this person for 20 years. Okay, we're not talking about that here. We're talking about something new and exciting and fresh, but also terrifying, because it's like the world interacts with this person differently, and it's a little bit scary. But it would be a mistake to just, it's like throwing away a blessing from God. They love you and they want to commit to you, and they feel safe with you. And really, when it comes down to it, when you're in each other's arms, you feel safe with them. So keep that in mind. throughout whatever chaotic outburst happens this weekend. Yes, there's more going on to it, but it's nothing that you have to worry about. Like, it's all, oh, you're worried that they're working with someone else, they're going to stab you in the back, they're sleeping around it, and it doesn't have anything to do with that. It's like, it's fate for you guys to kind of be together right now. If you have to think of it that way, it's not going to be forever. Nothing is forever, but God. Like, this could be the one. If you're looking for a love relationship and you're really feeling this is love, marriage, and children. This is love, marriage, children, abundance, grandchildren, and king, queen. They have their shadows, they have their demons. Maybe you don't quite understand that yet, but you will. It's like someday you'll look back on this time and be really glad that you didn't just run for the hills. But this isn't for everybody. If everything about this doesn't relate to what you already thought, a confirmation, then this might not be for you, because I don't want anyone to stay in a chaotic relationship that is harmful for them. This isn't harmful. This person doesn't hurt you, or like, they say things wrong. They don't know how to talk to people sometimes. They don't know how to talk to you or be respectful sometimes, but it has more to do with how they were raised than how they feel about you. And sometimes they only know how to say they're sorry in the bedroom. And that's something that you can bring to their attention. It'll be a minor adjustment that will prove to you that they want to work with you because they care. So this kind of fighting to, make up in the bedroom, and maybe is the only vulnerability that they can really have right now, but that doesn't make it okay. But you can talk about that. Okay, I'm feeling very hurt. So something they're going to say is going to be very hurtful, and that's not okay, and you can bring that up and discuss it later, but don't pack your bags, tell them to F off, and walk out that door and never come back, because I think you'll regret it. There's going to be a time when something happens to you that they don't necessarily relate to and they don't understand, and they're going to have that opportunity, oh yeah, an opportunity to be there for you and show you that they can be the stable one. And they might have some tricks up their sleeve that you don't even know about, that they weren't feeling vulnerable enough to show. So there's so many possibilities here that you haven't considered, but it doesn't make anyone's abusive behavior okay, but I think that this is a minor thing that they can work out, because they really do love you and they want to build a life with you. But they've got a lot of stuff going on that they don't know how to communicate to you about, but they do love you. Oh, Emperor. Yeah, they want you to be the king to the queen. They're really wanting to build a life with you, and they want to protect you. And maybe there's something in their life that they were born into that you don't understand, that they're trying to protect you from. And it's almost like it's too early in the relationship for them ever to address it, but they will eventually, because they just need to know that you're going to be there for them before they even go there. Okay? So what to do and what not to do. What to do? Temperance. So you're being patient. You got this. Seriously, temperance. It's they're gonna act out and say things wrong to you, but that doesn't mean that you're gonna respond in kind or match that frequency or that energy. You're not gonna fight back or engage, and you're not going to say anything mean to them. You're gonna watch your words and walk on eggshells. That's a minor adjustment, believe it or not. It was not something you would ever consider doing for someone in the past, but it's asking you to consider being a little more careful with them this weekend. It's like, that song, Be Careful With Me. They need you to be careful with them this weekend. Even if they act out, it's not right, but it's okay. Like all this song. Maybe they're really into music, you guys are into music, and maybe the only way that they can communicate with you is through music right now. Take what you can get and know it's going to get better. Because this is so the yin to your yang. And it's like what not to do. Don't get stuck in your head with coming up with all these scenarios and why they're not acting right, because it doesn't have anything to do with you. So this is Capricorn being the bigger person, avoiding the urge to bolt and run. Surrender that you don't have control over their life or how they respond. It says, I can release my need to control, so you can. If you need to repeat that, go on ahead. I can release my need to control. And you can. So this is a suggestion for someone. This might be more of a random specific for someone than a collective, but if it resonates, let me know. Be patient, be loving. There is the potential for everything you've ever wanted here. It's just going to be a chaotic weekend. Okay, Capricorn. Stay grounded, meditate, breathe, take breaks, take smoke breaks, have a calm down corner. But don't say to hell with you, because the potential is beyond your wildest dreams, really, and them too. But they love you and you love them. Bottom line. You'll get over this darkness and shadow together in time. Just hang in there for now, okay, Capricorn? Whew. Yeah, that was chaotic. Burn a lot of sage, take a lot of baths, be a good example, I guess is the point. Be a good example. And they'll never forget it. They'll never forget this kindness that you showed them during this moment of panic, whatever it is. Okay, Capricorn, love you guys. I'll see you for the next one. I'm Walker. This is Dance Walker Tarot. This is a mini for the weekend. And see you next time. Okay, bye-bye.